It is summer, it is cookout season. Families and friends, they're going to grill out, they're going to go to picnics, they're going to go to festivals. Everyone wants to make sure that they're eating safely. That is not a fun summer when the eating is not safe. So we brought in Al Romano, chef and instructor from Guilford Tech. He's going to review the best practices to cooking clean and making sure you don't get sick. He's also taking your questions. You know, those questions that you think you know, that you want to ask somebody that you don't know. You can text that question 336-379-5775. All right, Al, we're all cooking all the things. We've got like the charcoal grill going, or we got the gas grill going, and we're putting everything on the grill at one time, which can be a problem when different meats need different kinds of heat. So let's talk about chicken, beef, and pork.
Okay, chicken, probably the most thing you have to worry about. It's not like you could cook chicken rare, like a hamburger or, a steak. It has to be cooked. 165. How do you know that? Thermometer. If you don't, if you're not sure, buy a thermometer. They're like $2. Get one, and they're real easy to use, and I guarantee you it probably save your life, because if you undercook chicken, that could kill you. Undercooking beef or pork, not so much, but it can get you sick. So chicken, you want to cook at a slow temp, usually at a low heat and for a long period of time. Beef and pork, more, high heat. You want to get that nice sear on it, and then you can cook it slow depending on how you like it cooked. Like burgers, people tend to like in all different ways. Unless you're going to grind your meat yourself, I wouldn't do it rare. I would do it medium rare. 155, really internal temperature for a burger. Steaks is a whole different story. You like rare, that's great. Go for it.
So many people, hey Al, let me insert this. So many people will look at the color of the meat, what's on the inside, whether that be chicken or pork or beef, and they'll be like, ooh, I like it when it's that color. That doesn't mean that it's actually cooked correctly.
Correct, because meat takes time to rest, no matter what it is, chicken, beef, whatever. And sometimes, like, you might see some blood in the chicken, and it could be 185 degrees, and you'll see some red. It's just because it's from the bone area. It just didn't drain out. So you want to use the thermometer if you're not sure. If you're doing it every day, and like you're a grill cook, and that's a whole different story. But if you're not doing it too often, I would use a thermometer. And meat takes time to rest. All meat needs to rest a couple of minutes before you cut into it.
Okay, that is good, because we like to usually just dive in. So a couple of minutes, we need to give it a rest. Hey, this is a question that just came in. What's the best way to thaw meat if you are in a hurry?
All right, there's really 3 ways only to thaw meat, or actually 4. But you actually, if you're in a hurry, you could use the microwave only if you're going to cook it right away. Don't put it in the microwave on the thaw and then leave it, for another couple of days, because microwave is actually cooking it. Running cold water is probably the best way of doing it. Cold water, like 70 degrees or below. When you start going above 70 degrees, you're actually going to cook whatever you're thawing. So you don't want to do that. And really leaving, like I said, leaving it in the fridge overnight, or a couple of days before is the best way to do it, slowly.
Yeah, you should never be thawing your meat on the counter.
No, a lot of people do it, and it gets in that danger zone. Danger zone, I'll talk about it, is 41 degrees to 135 degrees, and that's when bacteria and pathogens grow the quickest. And this time of the year, man, it's really quick. Stuff will just go crazy. And if you don't cook whatever say you left chicken out on the counter for a couple of hours, and then you don't cook at the proper temperature, and that chicken had salmonella in it, or it could really get you sick. It's not worth taking a chance.
All right, so we don't want to do that. All right, let's talk about this. We all go to the summer festivals and the fairs and things like that. So how do we know if a vendor is making the safe practices that they should be doing?
Well, you could just tell, look, is everything clean, or that I got gloves on. Most of them will have the health report. You always want to see an A there, before you go into a place. I would just by looking, would you eat it? Would you eat it yourself? And if you look, as you see it's clean, Dude, that's what I do. I mean, if it looks nasty, I just turn around and go somewhere else. There's plenty of places to go.
What about like tongs and gloves? Is it necessary that they use those?
If they're handling ready-to-eat food, yes, you want to wear gloves. Now, if it's going to be cooked, say like, you're patting out a burger, well, you could use your bare hands. Would I recommend it? No, but it's okay because it's going to get cooked. Anything that's going to get cooked, you don't want to be touching with your hands. I mean, that's going to be cooked. You can touch with your hands. But if it's ready-to-eat food, that's sort of like a sandwich or something like that, they should have gloves on or tongs or some kind of utensil to serve it.
Gotcha. If they're handing you a cookie or handing you an ice cream or they're handing you something.
They should have gloves on, right. It's ready-to-eat food, right.
No gloves, don't eat there. That's what Chef Romano says. All right, we're going to take a quick break. I've got a few questions here. Don't forget to text your question 336-379-5775. We'll be right back.